Hey, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Hi, hi. Tommy Gun, what's up? How you doing? Can you hear me? Tommy Gun. I don't think I've seen you around here, have I? Ryan! What? Okay, let's do it. Okay, Ryan, send me your email address. So you'll go to your email and then you'll click on the link. Jumped on with Derek Lambert. Oh, cool. Sweet. I didn't see he was live. Post it here. If you want to, or you can send it. I gave you my number. You can put it in the Discord too if you want. Like in the to you, whatever. Hi, Philip. What are you doing, Philip? We got Tommy Gun, Ryan, and Philip in the house. All these guys. Testosterone City. Love it. Love it. What are you up to? Fully loaded Tommy Gun. Burn, 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 burn. Isn't that a Metallica days? Something fully loaded Tommy Gun. Dun, 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 dun. What are you guys up to? How's the lockdown? Ryan's going to come up, you guys. He has a channel. He's fucking awesome. My sister just FaceTimed me. Reflect on an experience I had last night with ketamine. Ooh, interesting. Do tell. Yeah, I've been interested in ketamine as well. In Washington, in Seattle, when I lived there, I'm now in Arizona, they had doctors, I guess, like places where you could go and safely do it. I guess it's like a ketamine clinic or something, but it's supposed to be helpful for PTSD.
if you're going to my Discord, not everyone is saying the virus is weak, only flu strength, but we crashed the economy and burned the Constitution anyway. This could, dude, I'm kind of with you on that one. Um, yeah, I've been doing so much research on it, and terrified. The health department contacted me and said that I wouldn't be able to reinstate my license, my business license, until September. I work in the spa industry. You went in a K-hole. I felt one with everything, and back pain was gone. Cool. How is your back? How do you? Are you still feeling that beauty or what? Yeah, Ryan, go to the Discord. There he is. Hey. Or leave it here. So it's a good experience for you, huh? How are you feeling today, though? You feel hungover from it, or? Yeah, Tommy, I don't know, man. I know for sure I'll be out of work until September. Um, and I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. It's a fucking it's that are working still from home, and they're really lucky. My sister works from home, and she's loving life right now because she lives in Los Angeles, and it would take her an hour to get to work, an hour back, and then working a 10-hour day. So like she's loving life right now, but the fact that she could still make a living, it's nice not to have to worry about my sister. Know, I am done. What about you, Tommy? Are you still working or what? I'm trying not to be worried about it. Um, but it's hard not to. I'm really trying to live in the moment and get brutal. And other days I'm okay. Like today I was okay. My mom came and visited me today. I was able to spend time with her, and she's just so chill. So I was able to get out of my head a little bit, and I wasn't focused on the media, because she was here. But now there's sort of an afterglow, but not as strong. Some pain in the back is definitely a bit off. My head is weird. Philip, what's going on with your back? Do you have disc issues? Oh, sweet. Okay. Yeah, Ryan is gonna come on here, you guys. But he has a channel here. Do what you have to do, and then I will send you a link. Just let me know when. The ketamine makes you feel like you leave your body. It's hard to describe. I've heard that. No cravings for alcohol or opiates. Do you normally have cravings for those things, like daily, or what? Are you a big drinker, Philip? Tommy, are you still working? Oh, Eric's here. I love my Airbnb. I love it. It's a tiny house. This is my bedroom. It's 400 square feet. There's Milo. Here, I'll turn the light. My little armoire here. All my clothes are hanging off of it. There's like a little desk back here, and then the bathroom. I'm walking backwards. And then there's a shower in here. And then the kitchen is so cool. It's got vaulted ceilings. There's the kitchen. And then here's the front door right here. So you walk into the kitchen. And then from the kitchen, there's the living room. It's just like a little futon. And then there's the TV. It's so cute. It's totally stocked. I've got it for the month of April and May. And then if I don't find a job, I got to move in with my mom. She's got a 350 square foot apartment. So that's going to be crazy, you know. I'm sure my friend Manda will let me stay with her every once in a while too, but man, but you know, now's the time. I actually put different curtains up. The curtains don't look that great because it had different curtains, and it's bright in Arizona. I don't like a bright room, so I put some curtains that I had in my room in Washington. It's so cute, Tommy. I love it. I love it. He's starting to adjust. It was pretty traumatic for him. We stayed at 4 nights in a little budget motels where they allow animals, and he was hating life. But he's starting to chill out a little bit. I can't let him go because the desert just has javelinas, rattlesnakes, scorpions. So I've been putting him on the leash, and we've been walking around on the leash and stuff. Yeah, what are you up to, Eric? How's life? Are you still working? Who here is still working? Who here is out of work? A lot of people are pretty good. I mean, that's good for them. Like all my friends that are like working from home, they're like, oh, just be positive. Da da da. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like you still have a job. Like it's easy for you to say that, you know? You used to be a heavy drinker and pill popper. Yeah, good, Philip. How long has it been since you had a drink? You're not working? Are you Mr. Booch, you guys? Everybody say hi to Mr. Booch. Mr. Booch is he works in the postal office, and I'm sure it is even crazier. So working for the post office is brutal as it is, and I would imagine it's even crazier right now, right, Booch? So Philip's not working. 2 months since you had a drink? Congratulations. That's a hard one. Yeah. You know, I'll tell you guys something. Mr. Booch says, hi all. Say hi to Mr. Booch, guys. I haven't had a drink in almost 2 years. In June, it'll be 2 years. Mr. Booch is coming up on retirement. Just a couple more years, Booch. And I think for me, the drinking part has not been hard, but as of lately, Philip, like I am white knuckling it, you know? Meet with via Skype, and she talked to me today, and she was like, give me 5 reasons why you're happy you're not drinking. And I was like, or why you won't drink or whatever. And I was like, well, number one, I have a meeting I have to chair every month at the Discord. I can't show up fucked up. To keep my relationship with you. And I'm like, that's pretty, and number 3, I don't want to have a hangover. But it's been hard not to drink lately. You feel better for the most part? Good. I'm happy I don't drink anymore. I really am. January 18th was the last opiates other than Suboxone. What's up, Thomas? I'm trying to, baby. I just showed off my little tiny house here. That's awesome. I hope to get there. I feel a lot better for the most part. Good. Hang on to that. Like I said, it was pretty easy for me. I mean, I didn't drink a lot. When I drank a lot. I would usually twice a month, and I would usually tie one on about once a month. But yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better. That's great, Philip. Keep going, man. Mr. Booch has 2.5 years before he retires, and Mr. Booch has been sober for nearly 20 fucking years. That's crazy. Booch's solution, like back in the day, I'd have a relapse. I'd come on camera and be like, I relapsed. And he'd be like, get a Harley. You should learn to ride a motorcycle, Roberta. Yeah, I'm trying to, Thomas. I've got this cute little tiny house. It's a little 400 square foot place. And then this is the kitchen. Look at the vaulted ceilings. I'm going to do this like 10 times tonight. Watch. Vaulted ceilings. There's a kitchen. Turn around. Here's a living room. Little TV. So cute. I love it. Oh my God, Fedora Chick. I was just going to ask in Arizona now. Thank you. I've been here since last Sunday. Yeah. You sold your Harley. Why, Booch? Why? How are you feeling, Fedora? What are you up to, Thomas? Are you enjoying your life? I'm okay. I'm wondering, basically, if I don't get a job in the next couple of months, I will be living with my mother in a 350 square foot apartment. I'm glad I've been working on my on myself. Like my patient, she came in and there was a react, and I didn't. And I've been practicing my skills, you know, like I did a lot of therapy before I came out here. So I'm really prepared. All right, Philip, thanks for popping in. Thanks for letting us know how your ketamine experience was. That's cool. I hope you continue to feel better. Congratulations on your sobriety. That is kick ass. That is huge, especially right now, you know. Diabetes and neuropathy got you. That's why you had to sell your motorcycle, Booch. I'm sorry, honey. Mr. Booch, when are you gonna, oh, you're type, I think you said you were type 1 though, right, Booch? Thomas, great. Why are you having a great time, Thomas? Do you like, I know a lot of people, okay, for example, I alienate myself anyway. Like I don't ever go out or do anything except for work. So it's like being at home is, you know, like type 2. Okay. But you got to get your diet in order, honey. I'm so sad that you lost your Harley though, Booch. What's up, Megan? You guys, Megan Fitzgerald has a channel and it's really good. And so does Straight Talk and Fedora Chick. So if you guys want to go to their channels. Booch, I want you to start eating salads. Get your motorcycle back. What's up, Megan? Have you been making videos lately? I don't think I've seen any from you lately. Eat more vegetables than Bugs Bunny. I know. I remember you telling me that. It's easy for me to say that, diabetes. Well, I hope you feel better. And I know it's really stressful for you right now too. You guys, Mr. Booch works for the post office, and that must be insane right now. Fedora Chick, you're tired. You haven't done anything in 10 days. Benzo Hell's here. What's up? Benzo's gonna come up on the channel with me here in a little bit. He's got a channel. He's awesome. Really, really positive guy. So I would love to have him up for a little bit. You guys meet him and go check out his channel. Just filmed 3, but none except for one that we're all feeling grieving. We're all feeling grieving. Thomas is happy because he's getting his thoughts together. Thomas says, Booch, I'm type 1 and still writing. But I think Booch is going through some neuropathy issues. Was just in a meeting, glad to catch you as well. Wonderful. Did you go over to the Discord, Benzo Hell? You guys, Benzo Hell has a channel too. Do you still have your channel, George? What volume are you on now, George? Because I know you're tapering off your benzos. Chilling for in the Discord. Well, I'd love to get you up here, but we're waiting for Ryan first. The meetings are great at the Discord, right? Aren't they? What time is it right now, George? Fedora Chick says, hi, Benzo. You just left your methadone detox. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because he had his methadone. He had a methadone detox. That's going on a couple years now, right? Megan says, hopefully I will have one of 3. I just filmed up tomorrow, and we're collectively grieving as a world. Yes, it's hard times right now, man. It is so freaking, I'm really trying to live in the present and just take it one day at a time, sometimes 1 minute at a time. But it's brutal. I mean, I'm very blessed, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm in a safe space right now, but your neuropathy is off and is so bad. I'm so sorry you're dealing with that. So we have, Booch, I hope you feel better, honey. We've got My Benzo Hell in the house, okay? Megan and Fedora Chick, they all have channels. You guys click on their profiles and go check them out. Do you ever watch Auntie? Does she do the depression cooking, like depression foods? Auntie Fee cooking show? No. Is she funny? Chizzy. What's up, Chizzy? Chizzy Brafa show. What, do you have a channel too, Chizzy? I'm making free mindfulness thing for everyone. Hopefully it will be available soon. Great. Megan also has really nice. I bet you're really good at that, huh, Megan? COVID killed my spring turkey hunting this year. Yeah, I hear that, babe. I know my friend Manda usually goes hunting every spring with her son, and they're not going to be doing that this year. I would check out, but I lose my little place. Auntie Fee cooking show? Let me see. Oh, okay. So Ryan, what's the benefit of taking 2 milligrams of Suboxone a day mentally? It just depends. It depends on where your headspace is at. Ryan, I'm going to go ahead and send you right now for you recently with the whole move and everything. I felt like I needed to. Raphael's here. Oh my God. Long hair. Don't care. How you doing, babe? I haven't seen you around and chat for a while. All right, you guys, Ryan's going to come up here. Copy to clipboard. So I'm going to send him a link real quick. Ryan's a badass. He's got a channel and he's super cool. RYANMU. Everybody say hi to everybody in the chat. Okay. All right, Ryan, I sent it to you. Yeah, Thomas. I mean, for me, I like being on a small dose of Suboxone. Thank you, Booch. I appreciate it. I like being on a low dose of Suboxone. For me, it's my mental health medication. How does it help me? Well, it prevents me from craving my drug of choice, opiates. It really kind of dulls the anxiety that I get. I either get really anxious or I get pretty depressed, and I just feel like Suboxone helps me in those regards. When I'm not on, when sober. You know what I mean? When I came off Suboxone the first time, you guys, my anxiety was through the roof. Thank you. What time is it here? It is 11:14 p.m. What about you, Raphael? Raphael lives in Detroit, right? Oh, what's up, Albert? He's good. He's right here. Say hi, Milo. Why are you thinking about getting on it, Thomas? You know, you got to be in the right headspace, you know, for whatever you decide to do. I mean, it's not ideal, right? It's not ideal. Ideally, I wouldn't be on anything. But I can tell you that I'm not straight up. 2 a.m. and you're here saying hello to me. Benzo Health says, I can't remember when I wasn't anxious. You know, I feel good's here. What's up, baby? I know, right? Yeah, I'm going to go back down a little bit. Ideally, I'd be off of it, right? Milligram again. But during that move, it was stressful. There's a lot of stress going on right now too. How many of you are out of work? Are you on it, Thomas? Okay. Feel good. How are you, honey? Albert, how are you doing? Are you still in Florida? Nothing but Let me try again. You guys say hello to each other in the chat, okay? Do a Ryan, do a double take on your email. All right, hang on. Is it a capital R? Oh, I see what I did wrong. Fuck, I can't see anymore, you guys. My eyes are starting to go. Fuck, dude, I sent it. All right, let me try it again, Ryan. Yeah, it's right. Okay, boom. Ryan says, good morning, feel good. Rebecca sent it to him manually. Like, type it in. Is that what you mean, Fedora? You're not working either, Thomas. All right, did you check it, Ryan? Yo, feel good. Where you at? Eric says, hello, everyone. Fedora is my techie goddess. What time is it, Benzo Hell? Yes, in an email, copy and paste the StreamYard. Oh, I see. Okay, honey, I'll do that. All right, let me try it one more time. Thank you, Fedora. Let me try one more. I'll do this again. I'm going to do it manually. Everything's got to be fucking manual with me. I swear to God. I'm doing it. Well, I'm doing it right now, Ryan. Hang on. Of course. So check this out. My internet here is really slow. Boot me off too. Oh, Ryan Donnelly's email just came up. He's in spirit with us, guys. All right, I'm manually doing it because everything I do has to be manual. What the fuck? All right. This, it's going to say hit this one, Ryan. This, Ryan. Okay. Boom. All right, Ryan, I just sent it. It's 2:20 in Maine. Green-eyed cat's here. Everybody say hi to Green-eyed cat from Australia. All the way from Australia. All right, Ryan, I did it. We've got my Benzo Hell. He is, where exactly are you in Benzo Hell? I know you're in the UK somewhere. Derek just posted the link in his live chat comments. Oh, okay, let me try that. Go ahead, Ryan. Okay. Hi.
Hi. About time.
You guys, this is Ryan Moe.
Hi, guys.
Can you guys hear him and everything? Thanks, Fedora.
Cool. This is like my second one. I was just on a live with Derek the other day, and I was telling him, I was like, dude, I don't know if this is gonna work. I was like, but you can try it. And he sent the link in his live comments, and then I just clicked on it, and like it's super easy when you do it like this.
He's got the magic touch.
Yeah.
For some reason, when it comes to technology, like I always have to do it manually. Like it never works for me. I always have to do it manually. You know,
Gotta do things the hard way, right? How are you though? Are you adjusting yet?
Like I am. You know, there's so much to be grateful for. Really, there is. I think I had mentioned to you probably a few days ago that I had a lot of fear,
right,
with what's going on as far as I mean, there's just so much, right? So many factors, not only about getting sick, and that probably less about getting sick, or you know, the financial part of it is just the financial. I mean, I'm out of work. The health department said I can't work until September in my trade.
Well, it's gotta be hard too, though. Just making the move to Arizona again, but then like you get there, you can't see your family, you can't interact with people, you can't go anywhere. So like that's got to be kind of a trip right now. And I know you said you're kind of putting yourself in like that self quarantine, so that's got to be different.
Okay, Phil Good says, "Show your hand again, bro." He wants to see your hand, your tats. Ooh, that's cool. What does it say? Fear.
Hold on. It says, hold on.
Fuckfest.
Fuckfest. No, it says fearless.
Yeah.
It's my favorite Taylor Swift album, you know?
It's Taylor Swift. Oh, really? Does she have
no, it's not at all.
That's so funny. I think today is better. The last couple of days is better only because I am making it that way. Like I'm literally, because everything around me right now is okay. You know, I have a place to lay my family and friends are doing okay. You know, nobody's sick. Like putting myself in that place, like, okay, everything right now is okay. I don't have to stress about what's going to happen tomorrow. You know? But it's
that
better.
That kind of seems like me sometimes. I get in this sort of, I'm not that big of a perfectionist, but I get really into this mood where like I have to have everything just going at like a certain, I don't know, a certain pace, you know, a certain way. And like when I'm like just sitting here, I feel like I'm always in my head like there's something I should be doing. There's something that could be different. I could be doing this and that, but really it's like, look, just chill out and like go with the flow. Like,
right. My mom was saying today, she's like, this is probably the last time in your life that you're going to be able to just chill and not, like, you can take naps, you can whatever, you know, and it's like, that shit's true, but it's hard not to worry about the future. You guys, Ryan Moe has a channel. What's your channel called, Ryan?
It's just Ryan Moe.
Okay, so Ryan Moe, you guys go to his channel. He has a really great positive channel. And tell everybody like what your recovery is like what's going on in.
Oh man, recovery is good. It's definitely been a blessing, man. Yeah, so my name's Ryan. I guess I'll just introduce myself. My name's Ryan, everybody. I am a recovering heroin addict, and you know, I did it. I figured out a way to do it kind of cold turkey. Kind of sweated through on my couch, found Derek Lambert's videos, became part of his Discord group, or like early on, and it just kind of got me included. You know, for a long time I felt like I was just alone, just isolated. You know, but yeah, you know, I got connected with the community, a good recovery community. I do meetings, I chair local meetings and stuff like that where I'm at too. Me and Roberta, we do meetings on the Discord and stuff like that. And it's been great just popping in here and seeing what you're doing, Roberta, and hearing your message. You just have this spirit about you that is very warm and very inviting. And it's nice to see, you know, even though you may have times, periods of struggle, you still have that smile on your face. It still reminds me that, like, you know what, if she can do it, I can do it, you know.
I'm a fighter.
And it's just nice to just kind of, it's nice not having to like wake up and chase things, you know what I'm saying? Like just to be free. And you know, I'm not working right now, and so I've got a lot of free time, so I'm able to kind of catch up on projects and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys want to check out the channel or whatever, I don't know. It's I just do things just as it you know.
Oh, Julie is here. What's up, Julie? Yeah, you guys, please go to Ryan's channel. He's great. How long have you been clean now?
13 months.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Do you not drink too, or is it just heroin?
No, and I quit smoking. I don't vape anymore either. I'm off the vape for like 3 months.
Oh my God, it's already been 3 months.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's crazy. That's been one thing recently with having all this time, this free time to just sit, is that's been like the one thing. Like heroin's not coming to mind, but it's nicotine now. And I think it's because that's such a fresh thing still for me. Like it's still kind of an open wound that I'm still like working on every day. So like the cravings definitely have been more, but then I just have to like remind myself like, nah, dude, can't do it.
Green-eyed cat says, drop a link of your channel, please, Ryan. It's just Ryan Moe, green-eyed.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do the chat. Let me see.
Are you on your here? I just typed it in there for you.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah, you're kicking ass. And you know, I remember when you kind of first started this process. I don't know, how did you and I meet?
I was invited here, I think, through Ian Anderson. He was sharing about you, or talking about, he was like, and he just was like, yeah, I was on this live stream, and this girl, she's really cool, and and then he sent me the link, and I was like, oh, okay. And I sat in, but just that first kind of watching, you know, you talk and just be on here and stuff, and just sharing your story and your perspectives and your opinions on things, I was like, she's pretty cool, you know. And you know, you're doing your recovery thing, and the fact that we had that you're living in Arizona and I'm from Arizona too, that was kind of funny, you know.
Yeah, remind me of what part of Arizona you're from.
Tucson,
that's right. Why do I always forget that? And then where do you live now?
Well, because I'm in Chicago now. Maybe that's what it is. Because
Chicago. Are you getting an accent? I don't think you're getting an accent at all either. Do you like Chicago?
Some hot dogs. It's all right, man. It's where my dad's side of the family's from. I live in a small little town, man. So I'm definitely it's like a farmer sort of, I would say, right wing sort of town, you know. So with me having holes in my ears and tattoos on my hands, I definitely get looks. But man, this recovery game really has taught me about how I can just carry myself around these people a little bit more confidently too, you know. Like that's one thing that I'm just grateful for, is just being able to be myself, and now I don't have to hide anything. But it's Chicago's cool, man. There's ups and downs to everything. I miss the desert just because I miss the smells. I miss the nature that's around, you know,
Oh, that's the thing. I've been going outside every night with my cat and just looking at the stars and the moon.
Oh, yeah.
So good. And it's spring right now, so it's perfect. Tell us what your last day of using was like, when you just decided to change your mind about all of this.
Oh man, so I actually had gotten my guy, right, was he was kind of getting low, and I remember having some talks with my girlfriend at the time because we were both users, and I was saying something to her about oh, I'm doing it, I'm making the jump, I'm just, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we can't afford it, I'm sick and tired, you know. I was having issues with my baby mama. We're not together, and she was making little comments about, you know, your daughter's coming home. She's telling me that you're being sick. And like that's bad when my little 5-year-old little girl is going to her mom saying, Daddy's been sick, but like, not like actually telling her, and she doesn't really know what's going on. And I actually got clean for like 2 days, man. And then the minute my girlfriend at the time had mentioned that she couldn't do it anymore and she was gonna go pick up, I was like, bring me some. And then I would have had a little bit more time, but I think I was just done, man. I was tired of lying. I was tired of being that way, and fucking tired of being broke, man. I was getting kicked out. I got kicked out of my apartment. I was 3 months behind rent. I'm surprised I didn't get kicked out further, or sooner. Yeah, life was just really, really tough. It was really tough living like that. As we all know, it's just hard just living that lifestyle, man. Eventually everything catches up to you, and, I had burned so many bridges and done so many people wrong and borrowed so many, money from this person, money from that person. So it was hard to even just go out in public because I always felt like I had to turn, look around my shoulder and stuff like that. But
is it a trigger for you if I vape? Be honest.
No,
sure?
it's
All
not.
Right. Hey, Nomad, what's up, babe? Let's see what Julie says. Not really. Oh, she said something about getting. Oh, taking an 8 in New York in 2 weeks. They are paying us $60K for 8 weeks. Shaking my fucking head, sacrificing my life to be able to start building our first home, y'all. That's freaking cool, Julie.
Good stuff, Julie.
I know Julie's been through a lot. So you used a lot in Tucson.
Yeah. I mean, and I've done everything. I've done it all more or less. I mean, I haven't done any intravenous, drug use or whatever, but yeah, I mean, it's you name it, I pretty much did it. I remember one time, actually, I'll tell a story about when I lived in Tucson. I was working at this restaurant in Tucson, and I had a neighbor who I didn't know. I mean, we'd smoke weed and stuff like that together, but I didn't know he did anything different, anything harder. And one day he needed a ride to work, and he had mentioned it to me, like, about, he's like, hey, I need a ride. I can help you out. And I thought he meant like gas money. Well, no, he didn't mean gas money, because he pulled out some stuff, and we just so happened to do some before I went to work. And it was heroin. And I remember getting to my job, and I was so high, so messed up off of it, that I was like drooling on myself, and my boss knew it. And like, it was just terrible, man. I'm surprised I didn't get fired that day.
Yeah. Did you say you were in the restaurant business?
Yeah. I'm a chef.
Oh, yeah. So like, yeah, restaurant business is rampant, for drug use and stuff. I was a bartender for a long time, and everybody was doing coke or something.
Oh yeah, there's always, if someone's got one vice, there's always like the one person that's got the pills, the one person that's got the coke, the one person that's got the downers. That it's just and we're all alcoholics,
Yeah, stay after work and drink. Raphael, exactly. Anyone in here taking probiotics? Really good for gut health. And black seed oil. I used to take black seed oil, and I've taken probiotics for sure. One thing I noticed, Brian, did this happen to you? You got like,
hold on, say that again. Your connection kind of cut out.
Were you ever on like maintenance meds or anything like that, like Suboxone?
I tried Suboxone, but I would only ever use Suboxone as like the last emergency sort of thing to really just curb my withdrawals and stuff like that. But I never really stuck on them. Like, I was that close to going to a methadone clinic, like right before I decided to get clean. I was that close, but no. And I mean, that's, what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of stigma, because I'm in a 12-step program, and there's a lot of stigma against people that use maintenance meds. And I don't understand, because I'm all for, if you're getting a needle out of your arm and you're getting a pipe out of your hand, man, harm reduction works. It's all about the support and the community that you have around you. If we stigmatize and judge other people for doing that or going that route, because I never did, but I'm not going to sit here and say that didn't work for them. You know what I'm saying?
I haven't had a problem with people judging me. My sponsor, both of my sponsors that I've had, like, and they've never been weird about it. My first sponsor was on Suboxone she had chronic pain, and then this one I never had that. I guess because I don't give a shit. Like, if somebody gave me shit for it, I'd be like, fuck you. Who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
I think like if you're worried about it too, people will kind of, but if you like admit it proudly, I just admit it. Like it helps me. I'm on a low dose. It's my mental health.
Yeah.
It helps me. When I was on heavy doses of Suboxone, though, it was really hard on me. It was really hard on my system. But Raphael was talking about gut problems. Did you ever have gut issues?
I
Like,
used to have diverticulitis from my usage. Like I used to have, because I would go periods of time without like eating, and then I would eat junk
yep,
food, and it put holes in my gut. And I remember going to the hospital one time and having to they didn't do anything, but they gave me like antibiotics and stuff for it. But it's funny he said that, because I just tried this cool probiotic drink today, and it was like a water, but in the cap, like in the top of the cap, you press down on it and it releases all the probiotics into the water, and then you shake it up and you drink it. And I like read the bottle of it, and it's like it had like some 20 million different strains of probiotics or something like that. But gut health is very important, because gut health definitely leads to good wellness and mental health as well.
Oh, for sure. And I noticed like when I came off Suboxone the first time for a year and a half, my gut was so messed up. I feel like opiates really, and I didn't think of that. I didn't correlate the two of not eating. And then, because you don't opiate. That's a really good point. And then when you do eat, you're not focused on your health usually, right?
Yeah.
And so I never correlated the two.
No, I used to mix all kinds of stuff too. I used to take a handful of Vicodin and a handful of Klonopin, because I used to get prescribed both, and I would not eat, and then I would just drink a bunch of beer. I was just a mess, and it didn't really. I would have moments where I would like have pain, but then what would I do? I would go and get a Vicodin to take that to cover the stomach pain. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's such a
Another thing too, that colon cancer is high amongst opiate addicts too.
I can see
Something that I've read. Yeah, because of the constipation.
Yeah.
Even on this low dose, I'm still not regular like I should be. It's way better than it has been in the past, but your bowels are constantly they just have to work so much harder, and they wear out. They're like tires. Your bowels are like tires.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Raphael, the gut enough too. I think things are it's starting to come out, the gut health thing, but most people don't know. Like they'll just start putting like antacids, for example, like people that have like heartburn, and a lot of the research that I've done talks about like it feels like it's so acidic, but it's actually lacking in acid. And what you need to do is replenish the acid in your gut by like apple cider vinegar helps with that and stuff. But people take these like Tums, and then it just like depletes your acid even more.
Yeah. It's too heavy. It's too much of an alkaline to where, it's too rough.
Can you see the
What's
chat?
up, Ian?
Ian's in the house. Ian,
Yeah.
right on. So what's it like in Chicago when it's cold?
When it's cold. It's cold. You wear lots of layers. You stay inside. It's actually yesterday. It was actually really nice out, and me and my daughter sat on my balcony or whatever, and just ate watermelon, man, and soaked up the rays. And my neighbors downstairs, they were kind of funny. They're like, "What do you guys think? It's summer or something like that?" It's just kind of,
How old's your daughter?
it. She's 5. She'll be 6 in May.
Wow.
She's almost 6, man. Yeah.
So what a blessing that you're sober now, so you can actually experience this time with your daughter.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna remember.
My daughter is my rock, man. She's a go-getter. She's my ride or die. She'll be right there with me, like doing stuff. She's always next to me, and some days that can be a little too much, because I'm like, babe, give me a second. I need to do something. You need to go, chill. And she just wants to just follow me around and stuff. And people are always like, Ryan, you're such a good dad. I'm like, I don't know how else to be with her. I'm just very upfront with her, and very, especially now being clean and working working on honesty and open-mindedness. Like, it's definitely helped me being a parent, because now I don't just jump on her. I'm like, I have to slow my stuff down and then react accordingly.
Do you feel like when you were using and you would be hungover and stuff and like you'd have to like, you know, be a dad, do you feel like you were a lot less patient and tolerant and
Oh
stuff?
yeah. Oh yeah. A lot less patient. Yeah. I mean, I always cared, you know, but at the same time, my drugs came first. And if I was hungover, if I needed to go fit, you know,
You make it happen. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
You know, unfortunately, that's the way it is. And then you look back, like I remember when my father was dying, my grandfather raised me. And I remember just like I would go to the hospice and see him. And my dad was my grandpa was my dad. And he was my everything. Like I was daddy's girl, you know, and like even though I was 24 when he passed, and even though he was in hospice and stuff, like I would be so high that I just wanted to be at home laying down. I would go take the time to see him, but like if I were sober, I would have been there. You know, in life that I feel like one of my biggest regrets is not being present for this man while he's dying. You know, I miss so much when we're using. I was talking to my sponsor today and I was like, because I have a bad attitude right now. I'm going to admit it. Like, I'm pissed off. Like, I want to drink. I haven't, but I want to. And
You can't, because you can't control it after that.
Exactly. And I've been white knuckling it now for the last month, you know, and I mean, I'm just like, oh, angry, you know, but at the same time, it's like, well, what are the good things about being sober right now? And I'm like, well, you know what? Like, if I'm present during this, if I was waking up feeling like shit, like everything would be drama. I would be crying constantly and worried about like, oh, am I going to pay rent? Oh, you know, all this stuff. Like now I'm able to really just kind of sit in the moment and logically think about things. In the past, you know, I mean, my business license, they're saying that I might not be able to, well, they're revoking it's a job. But if I was using still, I'd be spending that money that I don't have, and I would make everything a dramatic fucking scene.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, this whole thing.
It's easy for us to justify, but the minute we do something like that, it's just going to add more chaos to it. Like now that we can see how things are a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, in my experience, it's like all I have to do is think about those early days, man, them withdrawal days, and I just immediately am like, that's not going to make anything better, you know? It's not going to make anything smoother.
It's not. Let's see. Nomad says, I'm about to taper to 4 milligrams a day of Suboxone for the first time ever. Haven't used less than 8 milligrams a day ever. Being on this for the last 5 years. Question for you. So I remember when I went from 8 to 4 milligrams, I didn't notice a huge difference. I split my dose. And that helped a lot. But are you doing this with your doctor? Are you doing this yourself? I'm just curious. I'm not judging at all. I'm just curious because it's a pretty.
With that stuff going on, sorry, I don't mean to like it, but that stuff, like with how you the maintenance meds are set up through a doctor, are you allowed to do this sort of stuff, like your own tapers, or do you have to get like consult your doctor prior? Like, because it says, you know, he says for the past 5 years he's been on 8 milligrams. Like, has that been a plan? Do they work on like a tier plan for you, or?
I think it depends. My doctor would you know, he would just kind of go along with what I wanted to do. If he thought, there was a couple times where he's like, are you sure like you have this going on in your life? Or are you sure you want to add this extra stress? Like he would kind of like encourage me in that way. But I think every doctor's different. Like the doctor doesn't want him to go down or come off, and he's ready, you know. But so I just think my doctor was really supportive. It was really hard to leave my doctor behind in Seattle, but
that's gonna be tough.
Ryan, that's another thing. I can't get a doctor to call me back right now.
In Arizona?
Yeah, I have 1 month's worth of Suboxone, and I was worried about this before I left. I was like, "Oh my God, I can't
Excuse
find
me.
support." I mean, I had a lot of support with my doctor. I went to therapy, and I had the groups that they would give me, and I had a really great support network there. And my doctor gave me a refill. He told me to call him for a refill if I anybody anything true. And I think this is kind of like a freaky time for a lot of people who are needing to get their meds and stuff right now.
Yeah.
Is anybody else going through that?
It's crazy you're saying that because Derek Lambert, when I was on his live, was mentioning this about everything going on and like what happens if the supply for people that are on maintenance meds is depleted or people can't get to it. What are they going to do? They're going to go back to using what they can use. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
coming off of anything sort of like Suboxone or methadone, I've heard through not through my experience, through other people's experience, that that's like almost way harder than coming off just dope itself or
Yep.
fentanyl, you know, whatever it is you're using, because the
Oh,
half-life on it is so strong.
yeah. It's different. It's a different kind of withdrawal. It really drags out. Um, I know that I've been in recovery are relapsing right now. I don't
Hmm.
know if do you know people that that's happening to? Like, it's a hard time for addicts right now.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah, I mean, a good friend of mine on the Discord, I'm not gonna name names, right? But that person just recently kind of disappeared, and I think that's been because of all this going on, you know. And I've tried to reach out to this person and just say, hey, you know, are you all right? And nothing's coming back, and you know, but at the same time, it's hard, man. It's really hard. You really got to just buckle down and stay tied into those supportive people, man. It's
Yeah.
rough.
Let's tell everybody about the Discord. I'm going to put the link out here for you guys real quick.
Yeah,
Um,
Discord's cool, man. Discord's very cool. We accept all kinds of people, man. Bring your dysfunctionalities with you, and we'll embrace you as you are.
yeah, and I have a AA meeting that I chair once it's
Yeah,
once a month, but I encourage people who are not alcoholics, like if you're having problems with pills, I just say come on over.
yeah, man. I mean,
That
there's
was
areas to talk about things too. There's you could private message people, but it's really just about staying connected, man. Because especially right now in quarantine and in this whole lockdown, whatever you want to call it, we're all isolated. So all we're doing is stuck in our heads and in our houses, and we're trying to fill the void, and we're trying, you know. And so
yeah.
instead of people wanting to get clean, and instead of using drugs, man, you could just stay plugged in on the Discord.
It's a
You
really
know?
great for sure. There's always somebody on there. It's 24 hours a day,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, I'm typing it in here. I'm slow, guys. Hang on. But
What's
yeah,
funny with our server right now too is we actually just found another server that's Australian based, and so they're 13 hours ahead, roughly. It's pretty much like, so when it's midnight here, it's noontime there. So we've been getting this whole influx where it's like it's 24/7 now. Like, because before it was like we were all in the States, so like when it was late, not many people would be up unless you were
yeah.
kicking. But now we got all these Aussies and stuff. It's cool.
Brian, Green Eyed Cat, goes to the Discord sometimes. How many here have been to the Discord? It's Derek Lambert's Discord, right?
Yeah, rewired addiction.
You know, I bring so much over there. She never gets acknowledged. She gets so much work over there.
Who?
Great Grebo.
Oh yeah, man. She's
Greepster.
a busy one. She does a lot of the technical side of things for sure.
I think Nomad was saying he is working with a doctor. I think that's helpful too, Nomad, when you're doing it with a doctor who has your best interest.
Yeah, Nomad, my
Stuff.
man. I don't know you, but dude, you're doing the right thing, man. Just keep staying honest with yourself and with your doctors, and we're here for you along the way too, dude. So yeah, just take it easy on yourself a little bit.
Yeah, check
But
out
good
this.
job on working on it.
Albert says, "Awesome, Ryan. I've been in the food and beverage industry for over 25 years. A veteran."
Whoa. Yeah, no kidding, right?
So
Yeah, I've
Benzo.
been a chef for about 8 years. I've been in the industry for 14, but I've been a chef for about 8. I'm reading some of these comments now. I didn't realize I could look at the comments through this.
Yeah, read some of the comments with me. Brian says the Discord is called Never Alone via NA in Australia, Roberta.
Yeah. It's cool too,
So
man. Y'all Aussies. I know. Is it Alex? Right? Green Eyed Cat Alex. I can't remember his name.
Brian.
No, Brian.
Yep.
Um. He was on one of the meetings one time and we were talking stuff. But like, I love the Australians how they like to say that. Oh, I love your accent, your American accent. They always jump in there and like, this is totally strange, and it's like we hear them with their accents too.
So
But they
Fedora
spit a good recovery message.
Fedora has a Discord too. Fedora, why don't you put your link in there too for your Discord? Now Fedora's
Yeah.
Discord is for mental health.
Hey, that's fine.
Oh yeah.
Most people that have addiction have mental health.
We're all fucking crazy over here and
No kidding, right?
Are you gonna stay there? Do you ever plan on coming back to Arizona or what?
Excuse me. Yeah, man, my mom's still in Phoenix. I miss it. I miss it. The whole plan is getting baby mama on the same page as me.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously with our kid and stuff, I'm not leaving here without my daughter, you know.
Right.
And so I'm just trying to convince her mom to kind of slide back to Arizona too, because she's from there as well, and she's in she cuts hair, so you know she can find something. She can work at a salon or something like that. Yeah.
Do you have a good relationship with her?
It's tricky because see, my baby mama has MS. So she has, but she's not like, she's in the what they call relapsing remitting stage. There's like 4 stages. So learning about this too and being clean has been another project of mine, like just for my lifestyle, you know. But yeah, we have it's just like I gotta play it cool with her some days, because some days she'll have these like moments where she's just super aggro and super aggressive and stuff. But yeah, I'd say we've got a better relationship now that I'm clean. Now that I'm clean, things are definitely better.
Right. And so MS, she's so young. How old is she?
She's same age as me, 32, man.
Yeah, that's a struggle. And it's wonderful that you're educating yourself on it so that you can learn about it and so you can have more empathy. That's not something you would have done when you were using, was it?
No, hell no. No, before I used to just blame her for everything, and you know, I just no. Now that I'm being clean and I've been able to kind of look at my own shit and be like, all right, Ryan, like clean up your side of the street. Don't worry about her, you know, yelling at her about everything. Like worry about me. And it's definitely helped me slow down and stuff like that.
So Fedora says not just mental health, also chronic illness, and there are some recovering addicts, but I don't have meetings. So Fedora has a Discord, you guys.
I think I've seen Fedora's YouTube videos too. She's got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, she does commentary. So you guys go to Fedora's channel, go to My Benzo Hell channel, go to Ryan Moe's channel. I think Fedora actually put your link up here earlier. Ryan Moe.
Okay.
M-O-E.
Thanks, Fedora.
Benzo Hell. Who else has a channel here? I think Megan, she's in here still. Albert says, Ryan, are you still on the payroll at your restaurant?
Yes, I'm still on the payroll. I'm actually supposed to be getting unemployment here soon.
Okay, cool.
But I still kind of go in and like do like little cleaning. You know, I go in and kind of check in with my boss, so I still am getting some hours on there. Yeah.
Benzo Hell says, isolating from the world didn't work. It kept me off heroin, but didn't learn a single thing about the steps. Right. So when you're not working a program, right, George?
Yeah.
And have you ever done that, Ryan? Like where you just quit? You're like, okay, I'm going to quit. I'm going to get off the drugs. And then you really try to do it with that recovery. Have you ever
I had moments where I would switch substances. I wasn't always on heroin. I would go from this, that, the other. I think the only really, besides me being in a program, the only other time of sobriety that I had was when I was in jail. I was in jail for like 8 months, so that was about the longest. But
were you proud? How did you feel? Did you have to detox in jail?
I was already kind of like, I was like 2 days in before I went to jail. But I went to jail for a warrant that I had out for some stupid shit or whatever. And yeah, it ended up being kind of a blessing. But as soon as I got out, man, I jumped right back into that same mentality, kind of like what he was saying. Like, yeah, I was isolated from the drugs and the the world, the people or whatever. But as soon as I got out, man, I was like, it was like I was still thirsting for it because my mindset didn't change. I still thought I could do certain things, and oh,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do heroin. I'll just start smoking weed and drinking alcohol. Well, then eventually it led me back to all that shit.
When I started my channel 3 years ago, I've taken off most of my videos now, and I haven't been working this channel like I used to. When I first started my channel, I was watching C Squared. Anybody here knows C Squared? He went through Suboxone withdrawal, and I was like, you know what? Because there wasn't a lot of stories out there about Suboxone withdrawal, and I was about ready to come off. I'm like, I'm going to document this. So I think it was 2016, and I started just kind of fiddling around. And then, but what was my point? What were we talking about before that?
The isolation, the mindset.
No. Right after that. Oh, the channel. We're talking about the
Oh,
channel.
your videos that you took down.
Yeah, and I was talking about what was my point though? I had a point. God dang it! I hate it when that happens.
Squirrel.
Suboxone withdrawal. Yeah, so I did talking about it. I think maybe I was just going to tell you guys like how it evolved. Oh, I went through my withdrawal, and then that was really interesting for people. And then after that, okay, here was my point. After that, I just so I came off Suboxone, but I was still kind of drinking on the weekends, still popping a few Adderalls here and there, right?
Yum,
And
yum.
then after 3 here and there, and it was only every once in a while. I didn't have a full-fledged habit again, and I would come on here and I'd tell everybody, oh yeah, I had a relapse, and it just evolved and and eventually in 2018, I was like, or no, it was at the end of 2017, I think, and I was like, but I had another, and I kept having these. This is stupid. I kept trying to do it on my own. And then eventually I was like, fuck, I need help. And then somebody came on and they were like, why don't you go to some meetings? And I was like, yeah. And so this was 2 years ago on Memorial Day. And I just decided, you know what? This is bullshit. Like, I have to immerse myself in this.
Yeah. Yeah. It really is about saturating yourself with the whole community, man.
Right. I have totally.
Yeah, so I used to I went to a few meetings back when, oh man, maybe like 10 years ago with a girlfriend at the time because she was actually going to meetings for her oxy addiction. She was hooked on oxys and I wasn't at the time. I was just drinking and smoking weed and doing maybe blow on the weekends or something like that. But I used to go to her meetings and I remember sitting in those meetings telling myself like I'm nothing like these people. I don't have, da da da. And I was like, okay, but I'm here for support, so I won't say. I didn't, I wasn't rude or anything, but I just remember thinking that, like, man, this is really weird. Like, why am I here? I don't feel like I belong here. And then flash forward 10 years from now, and here I am, and I'm like, wow. And I see it now because I guess I had to go through it, man. I had to experience what I had to experience, I guess, and.
What was it like the first meeting that you ever went to in your life? How did you take it? Did you like it? Were you like, wow, this is cool? Or were you like, this is stupid?
It was very, I don't want to say stressed. It was, I don't know. I was nervous, man. And it wasn't even for me. Like I said, it was for my girlfriend at the time, but I was nervous because when I walked in, it was in a church, but it was in the second, like story of this church. And we walked up these stairs and everybody was like quiet, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of odd. There's all these people here, but no one's saying a word. It was really quiet. So like that right there was kind of a weird energy to walk into, and then I just remember sitting there. I remember some guy telling somebody to go make coffee. And then I just like sat, and it must've been, now that I think back on it, it must've been like an Al-Anon or something sort of group because I was able to go there, but I didn't say anything. I didn't say, hi, my name's Ryan. I'm an addict or, I'm whatever. So, yeah, it was interesting, man. But, I don't think anybody should be, feel like, oh, I went to one meeting and that's it. Like it definitely takes finding your place and finding your home group and going and reaching out to other communities. And like, it's cool seeing all these different Discords on here. You can definitely take advantage of the online stuff right now with everything, the quarantine. Fedora's got her Discord. I know there's the Never Alone one for the Aussies. There's also Eric Zink. He's got another mental health Discord. There's all sorts of Zoom meetings and stuff like that, man. So
All
I don't
sorts
think
of
anybody should
online.
feel alone.
I remember like the first meeting I ever walked into, I was 18, and I think I got really shit faced, and I like created a scene, and I was mean to somebody, and I don't remember it. It was one of those dramatic situations, And I was like, I'm gonna go to AA, and I went in and I sat, and I was like, wow, that's so cool how everybody's just like talking, and like sharing like this intimate stuff, and I really liked it. But then, I think I hung out for a month, and I got 30 days, and I was like, this is great. And I was like, you know what? I don't have these same kind of stories. I was 18, but I did have enough stories by then. But I was like, no, you know what? Now that I know that I had this under control, and then I went back out, and then like it just, by the time like this thing happened to me, when I was like, okay, I'm going to do it, because it just got so repetitive in my life, where it was like, I just keep fucking up. Like I'll do really good for a
It's the
couple months
same scenario every time, right?
every time, and it's exhausting. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to put as much effort I recovery thing. And you know what? I wasn't asked, like it's a process, right, Ryan?
It very much is. Very much is.
It is a process. What is Green Eyed Cat says, my introduction to recovery was through Roberta and Ryan Donnelly. The online personal stories make more of an impact than given credit for.
Yeah.
Thank you. I know I always discount like, sharing my story like I did in the past on here. And he's like, no, you don't understand. It helps. And I'm like,
No, yeah. It's kind of what we say. You got to keep what you have by giving it away, Roberta,
yeah, it's true. How do you feel about that? Because I know for me, one of my when I've taken on a few people here and there to kind of share my information with and kind of show support, but like it's hard to be that person all the time. It's hard to give when I think you have to be really strong in your recovery to like be able to give so much support.
Yeah.
How are you now with that?
Well, it's good to have. I think anybody. If you're helping somebody, I feel like you obviously need someone to help you as well. Me and my experience, man, I get like that sometimes, actually. I'll be straight up with you. Like I get like that. I get like I'm doing so much for other people that I haven't had anybody check on me or do anything. I don't have anywhere to really go for myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I also know now that could be a kind of destructive thing for me. Like if I think like that, so I kind of have to take the step and just reach out still and just let people know, because we're not mind readers. No one can, especially just we as addicts or people, we're so good at keeping this on the outside one thing, but then the inside is going through a whole nother ordeal, and it's just important just to kind of just know how to be transparent and know when to ask for help. A closed mouth doesn't get fed, so it's just important. But I definitely have days like that. I definitely have days where I'm like, okay, I'm doing this, that, and I'm hearing this person's story and they're venting about this, or they got this going on. And then meanwhile, I'm like, man, I got a lot of shit going on too. Like, I need to kind of let some steam off, but
yeah,
that's
fine. It just got to the point where I was like, I can't give a lot. Well, one thing I notice about people who start channels, they'll have like 2 weeks clean and they'll be like, I'm going to help everybody, and they come on here. And I always encourage people, like, if you're going to start a channel, like, don't like, just focus on sharing yourself. Like, you're just a baby. And like, I'm 2 years into this and I'm still just a baby. Like my eye is barely opening, barely,
You're getting there. You're making progress. Give yourself some credit.
I'm white knuckling it right now, but I'll tell you, like, because I know what I need to do, right? I got to put in some more work.
You know what though, going back to the people that start those channels sort of thing, like it's nice to see the enthusiasm, but yeah, man, you got to save your ass first and foremost. You know what I'm saying?
because they're on that pink cloud and they're like, woohoo.
Yeah, man. Shit, I was on that pink cloud for like the first 45 days, and I remember just being like, just top of the. I was like skipping to work at this time, you know, and then eventually it just kind of leveled out, and I was like, okay, all right, where do I go here? But you just
Enjoy
kind of
that
take
pink
it
cloud
as
out
it
back.
comes.
So Albert says, first meeting I went to was court ordered, went to an AA meeting, shared the fact that I was struggling with benzos, was told after the meeting it was for alcoholics and I wasn't welcome. Oh my God, how many times have people gone through that? It is such bullshit. What are your
Yeah, I don't like that.
thoughts on?
Say that again. Did you ask me something? Sorry.
Yes, first meeting I went to, I was court ordered, went to an AA meeting, shared the fact that I was struggling with benzos, was told after the meeting it was for alcoholics and I wasn't welcome. So many people I know have dealt with this and it's bullshit.
Yeah, I've heard that reoccurring sort of theme on. I don't get it, man, because I think if it's a 12-step fellowship, it's a 12-step fellowship. It doesn't matter if you're on this, that, or the other. I don't know. I've never done AA meetings. I actually know I sat in one AA meeting, and me being an addict, because alcohol was part of it, but I also was abusing hard drugs and shit. I didn't feel like I was really a part of that. Like, I'm part of Narcotics Anonymous, and it says in the literature, like, all inclusive, because we don't discriminate whether you think you're that drug, this drug, or that drug. A drug is a drug is a drug. Anything that's mind altering or whatever, and you know,
Right.
is something that you have a problem with. That's where we focus on the similarities and not the differences. And
Yeah.
you know,
there's been so many people turned away from AA meetings. So I only hold one AA meeting on the Discord every first Wednesday of the month. And it's an open meeting and I encourage everybody to come. Like, my drug of choice is opiates. And every once in a while I'd get shit faced and sometimes I'd be okay. And other times I would forget what I was doing, you know? But
yeah.
I prefer to go to AA meetings. So,
And that's fine too. I just think it's important that people like you then are there to welcome these people, because there are some old timers in AA that are like, nope, you like that, not this. You get out of here.
It is so crazy. Trouser Trout says, thanks guys for what you're doing. My Discord is a take too much Suboxone. Mo, your problem is that you take too much Suboxone. You know what? This is a problem too, Trout. I noticed that some people are addicted to maintenance drugs and they have a bad relationship with maintenance drugs. For me, I don't obsess over my dose when I'm going to take my dose next. For me, I get up in the morning, I take my meds, and I go on about my day. Right out here that Suboxone might not be a good option for you. And there's plenty of people like that. There's a guy, Joe, he has a channel and he takes 32 milligrams of Suboxone a day and he snorts it.
Whoa.
Snorts it and he's obsessed with it. I think some people have mystery. For me, that's not the case. But I don't think Suboxone's a great drug for everybody, you know?
No, I mean, it still has like an abuse potential, you know, like the guy is snorting 32 milligrams. That's crazy, you know, but that's his story. So yeah, he needs to at least share that with his doctor or somebody. That's heavy, man. I can only imagine coming off of 32 milligrams.
He's miserable. He sleeps all the time. He's fucking miserable. I would just, Trouser Trout, maybe look into some other forms of recovery. Maybe maintenance meds aren't for you.
Or try other, there's Vivitrol, which is something that has been starting to come out on the market a little bit more. And I think insurance companies are starting to cover it. But that's like a 30-day sort of blocker, try the Vivitrol. There's all sorts of other, man. Because if you're already seeing issues with the Suboxone, man, definitely, it's good that you're noticing that, I don't know, say something to your doctor. There's meetings, man, you're welcome to any of my meetings, man. You're a member when you say you are, dude.
Yep. And I'm going to put the link to the Discord right here. You guys, it's a great group. It really is. It's bailed my ass out a couple times this week.
It's just nice having it there, you know. Like we even say it in the meetings. It's a supplementation. Like we don't take it so seriously. It's just something to kind of help you get by, and you know, we're there to just lend support and love and show you that, you know, if Roberta can have that big old beautiful smile on her face, then so can you.
Thank you. Yeah, and you know what? I'm in a space right now where I'm freaked the fuck out. But I guess I'm pretty good at just going with the flow too, I guess. I don't know
You
why.
gotta be grateful. You gotta be grateful though, because at least you're not where you were. You know, you're making progress. You're in Arizona now. Everything will be all right.
Do you guys want to see the tour of my tiny house real quick?
Let's see it.
I'm just renting it.
Is this the Airbnb?
Yeah. So, well, I changed the curtains because I blacked them out because the other ones were bright. I don't like a here's the bathroom. It's 400 square foot. I don't like a bright room.
Where exactly are you at in Arizona right now?
I'll tell you on a private message.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, here's the kitchen. So you see that it's got a vaulted ceiling, and then there's the kitchen.
That's cool.
Isn't that cute?
Heck yeah, got a little like island sort of thing.
Yeah, my mom. This is my mom's friend's Airbnb. And there's a TV over here. It's my mom's friend built this, and when I got here, he had a refrigerator full of food for me and coffee.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because I got here after 4 days, and I was tired, and I was not, Milo. It was hard, and I got here to full food ready for me, and just that's
super cool. That's a good renter for sure.
I'm gonna be here through. This is a shower. I would prefer a bathtub, but we can't get everything we want. I love to take baths. They're soothing to me. So one thing that I do when I'm stressed out and I'm not feeling good and I just need help, like I used to pop pills. Now I'll take a bath. I love baths.
Yeah. Healthier alternative for sure.
In the past, maybe you'd get pissed and you go have some beers or whatever. Like, what do you do to replace that now?
My passion is cooking. I love to cook. If I'm in the kitchen, I love to cook. Like food is definitely a big important and big staple in my life. I work out. I try to do as much of that as possible. I don't know, man. Yeah, cooking. Cooking's my thing. I guess that's why I'm in the business,
What's your favorite thing to cook?
Oh man, I love cooking. I made chicken piccata tonight with some steamed broccoli and carrots and stuff.
And you're not together with your woman anymore? I bet she.
I guess that's not the way to a woman's heart is, through the stomach. I guess it's not.
Are you kidding? Hello.
I love cooking. I love it. And I love the fact that my daughter she's not picky at all. My daughter will eat anything. She'll eat raw vegetables for me. We eat hummus and stuff like that, and very I'm trying to get more plant-based. It's hard to cut meat out, man, because I love steak. I love chicken and burgers and stuff like that. But I'm definitely putting more vegetables, more plant-based stuff on our plates, because that's part of the gut health sort of stuff too.
Oh yeah, and your daughter right now, she's at the beginning stage of her building blocks. Like this is the foundation. You're building her bones right now.
Yeah,
everything that's going into her body right now is like how she's going to turn out as an adult.
And she's big. She's big for her age. Like people always say, like she's only 5. I'm like, yeah, because she's tall, man. She was born 9 pounds even. She came out 9 pounds even, so she's been a big girl. But even when she was in the womb, man, I remember feeding or going to the store and getting like baby mama like figs and like quinoa and stuff like that. And she ate really healthy, and it's a blessing, man.
It is a blessing to have healthy kids, right?
Yeah.
See. Oh, here's a good one. Eric says, I didn't want a relationship while on opiates. That's common with most people. Yes, I did not want to be. I just wanted my drugs. Like, I did not want the responsibility of having a relationship while on opiates. And I just know I got to be sick because I took too much. I hardly ever ran out because I had a really good connections, but there was times where I just wanted to get so loaded and just like do my own thing and not have another person like bugging me, you know, like so common.
The only relationships that I ever had while I was using was with other women that used, like was with women that, you know what I'm saying? Because I had to link up and connect with other drug addicts and other people. And most of the time I was always falling for the girl that had this or had that or had, you know what I'm saying? Like my last relationship, she was a nurse, you know, and had access to it. Like I'm just being real with you. Like I was very
Yeah.
manipulative when it came to those relationships, and that's probably why I am single right now because I'm probably paying for it. It's probably just karma coming back.
Well, you know, I mean, it takes a while. Like you've been sober now for 13 months, and it takes a while to really. You're building right now. You're building yourself up to what you want to find in a relationship.
Exactly. And I'm learning I have to be honest with myself first. Like that's this whole thing is I'm like, why would I jump into a relationship right now if I can't be honest? Like I feel good right now, but like the whole year of this process that I've been in, you know, 13 months, it's been teaching me more each day, like, okay, I need to be more myself and more honest with people. And it's still a thing, man. And I know now that like it'll happen when it's supposed to happen, you know?
You're conscious of your bullshit nowadays
I'm
too.
very conscious of my bullshit.
I know, man. I'll notice that too, and I'm like, fuck, I can't do
Very much so. That's I think the
that.
coolest part is just being conscious, like knowing that I have this realm in my brain where I can like see myself doing shit and be like, wait, hold on.
Yep. Raphael says, I met a girl that's like 10 years younger than myself. Usually it's 10 years older. Ooh, you like the cougars. But yeah, during opiate recovery, it's not easy to just it's important to have alone time so that you can really find out who you are, what makes you tick, what your triggers are, learning how to have boundaries. A lot of people who are addicts, we never learned boundaries. We grew up in dysfunctional homes.
Right.
We never learned what our likes or dislikes are because we had parents that didn't encourage that kind of stuff.
Right. Or we
You
mirror
know?
our parents' sort of way of a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Dysfunctionality, like I said, you know.
Oh yeah, like it was never in my family. It was scream and yell. When there was something wrong, scream and yell. My grandpa didn't do that to me. He was very gentle with me, loved me very much. But my grandmother just like, and I was like that for a long time, and I would find relationships with men that acted like her. Like I never found relationships with the men that act like my grandpa, but her. Like it's like, oh, the psychology of it all. It's crazy. I think it's important to be alone for a while and learn who you are. Are you learning? You feel like you're learning who you are?
Do I think I'm learning who I am?
Yeah. Like, do you feel
Yeah.
yourself? Like, do you discover things about yourself and you're like, wow, you know, this is
I'm like generally like I can be, this may sound weird, but I can be in the same room as myself now. You know what I'm saying? Like I
yeah,
don't have to, I feel like I don't have to, I'm not always like fleeing a room from myself or my bullshit. Like that's I think the most comforting thing is knowing that I can just be still and be in the moment and slow down and just kind of work through it. Like, and now too, if I get to a challenge or a hurdle, you know what I'm saying? Like, or miscommunication with my boss or whatever, you know, even baby mama, like I was saying, like I'm able to slow myself down and not react in the same way. But
right.
that comes over time, man. And I'm sure that'll evolve and change. And that's the crazy thing now is just thinking about like where I'll be a year from now again, like where my mindset will be a year from now, you know?
Well, my sponsor has 20 years sober. She's my age. And she's like still like, you know, I mean, recovery, that's a thing. You don't just go get cured. Like you're constantly molding and shaping yourself and learning. And like, you know, you catch yourself. Like recovery is so good. It's so good. It's juicy shit. It's just, it's so
It
good.
really is, right?
Living
You gotta squeeze the juice out of it.
Yes, living your truth. It's badass. Phil Good says,
Yeah.
and it's not always easy. Phil Good says, I don't have any advice on that. I only know what works for me. You know what I mean? But yeah, do whatever you do, whatever you do for meds to get better. Yeah, I mean, that's my situation. You know, some people disagree. I don't care. It's my mental health meds and I'm cool with it. It doesn't, and eventually I'm going to have to come off, and I know that, and learn how to deal with my anxiety on my own. And I'm not ready yet, but yeah. There was another one here that was really good.
Roberta, do you do a lot of like meditation and stuff?
I have in the past. I have you ever heard of Vipassana meditation?
I haven't.
Yeah, so the first time I really got into meditation was I went to a Vipassana retreat. It's a 10-minute from 4:30 in the morning to 9:30 at night. And you have 2 meals a day. They're vegan meals. The place I went to, that was wonderful vegan food. And you have 2 meals a day. You sit from 4:30 in the morning till 9:30 at night. You go to sleep, right, from 10 until 4. And it's silent. No writing, no phone, no books, no nothing. And when you have a question for the teacher, you put in a little slip in a request form. You go and you whisper. It was the craziest shit ever. I tapped into places that I was elevated. Like there was one point I woke up at 4 in the morning and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I thought I was dreaming. And I was like, oh no, I'm awake. And I just laid there and I felt myself vibrating. And it was beautiful. And there was like this blue hue around me. And I went to my teacher. I put in my little slip and I said, what? I was vibrating for like 30 minutes this morning. She said, oh, you were able to feel your vibration. She said, when you get really still, and you're not talking, because energy, it takes a lot of energy and work to make, this, to have a voice. And so I was able to get so still that I could feel my own vibration. It was fucking crazy.
That's intense. That's so cool.
Yeah. And ever since that, and I never got like mad about it, but I've done a lot of, like just a lot of meditation throughout the years. I can sit for a while. It depends. Like I'm out of practice right now, but I like meditation. I do hypnosis, stuff like that.
You should check out this guy. He's got a good Instagram following. He might have YouTube videos. His name is Aubrey Marcus. I don't know if have you ever heard of Aubrey Marcus?
I'll look him up right now on
he was on this podcast the other day. This guy was had him on it or whatever, and was interviewing him. He had gone to a complete dark out meditation. It was literally, he went to this retreat, this ranch, and what it was is, so they put him in a room and they kept the entire place dark. He couldn't see anything. He literally had to move through the whole room where the bathroom and his bed and like all this stuff was in the dark, and he had to just learn by sense. And I think he said he was there for like 6 days or 5 days, but he said on the 4th day he started kind of having these like visions, and he is like his third eye was opening, and he was like things were being revealed to him that he could like sense and he could feel, and kind of like what you were saying with the vibrations, like he just was going off of what connected with his I don't even know, man, his spirit, I guess, like the whole vibration.
Yeah, sensory deprivation. It took him to
and just the way that he was explaining it, like how he said when he was eating food in the dark, how his third eye would open up and he like would taste like a grape, and his third eye would be like, that's a grape, and he could see it. And then like he would eat like a piece of bread and his third eye bread, and like just how he was seeing things is crazy. Yeah, that's
I'm on Instagram, but I'll hit you up later for that info.
Okay.
Meditation is great. I use mindfulness, especially what we're going through right now. I have to be really mindful of everything that's going on. Because I'll get in my head and I'll be like, fuck, I don't have a job. I'm not going to how am I going to find a job? Shit like this. And so I will just like, and I have to feel my body here. I feel the sun on my body. My cat is here. He's healthy. I have a warm place to live right now. I I have contacts full of people who
Well,
love.
you know what though also that I've noticed is we live in this time now. We live in this instant time. You know what I'm saying? Everything now is instant. It has to
Yeah,
be reacted upon immediately, and if you don't, then you feel like you missed out or you're not you lost your place. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's making a lot of people stressed out. That's like one of the biggest issues is we're not able to go at our own pace anymore. Instead, we're being forced into a line or a queue, as you will, to do things when really we should be able to just go at our own pace and slow down because that's where my anxiety comes from is when you tell me to do something and I have to do it at a certain time, I'm already thinking like an hour before that, like, okay, I got to be here and I'm not able to be myself and be still in my own
yeah,
thinking, my own thoughts,
yep.
and instead I'm rushing to a decision instead of making the right decision.
Yeah, this is definitely a time to go inward and be present for sure. And it's kind of forcing us to, I think.
Yeah.
Fedora, can I make you a moderator real quick? I'm going to make you a moderator. Oh, you are my moderator. So I just put that guy in timeout, but I don't care. I don't like black people unless they're racist. I don't like racist, but they can talk all the shit they want. But if it's really crude, just put them in timeout. So, Trouser Trout says, oh, wait, let's see. Lily's haven't had sex for 2 years. I'm starting my detox through this lockdown thing. The price of heroin will double and it's no longer worth the hassle. Amen to that, sister. Lily, can you take this link I'm going to post right now? It's to the Discord.
I'm catching up on all these comments too. I just realized
go for it.
that Lily had posted that the price of H there was 700 a gram currently. That is ridiculous.
That's insane. Lily, take this link, honey. I just put it in there. And go to the Discord. There's a lot of support on there. It's really good stuff. You might need support during the. Let's see. I agree. Oh, wait. I agree, Ryan. This epidemic has slowed the general populace down, which is definitely healthy. Yeah, it's true. Even our environment's getting more healthy.
Yeah. Mother Nature needs to heal, man.
Raphael says, oh, Raphael knows who you're talking about, the meditation guy. Yeah, he talks about ayahuasca as well, but we have with much as the spiritual realm, you have to be really careful. It's true.
Yeah.
Ayahuasca was a huge it was a very beneficial in my life at that time, and I'm glad that I experienced it. It was what made me really take a deep look at what the hell I was doing with myself. I think it's ayahuasca.
I never did ayahuasca. I did psychedelics, man. I've done synthetic LSD, this thing called 2CE. I've done mushrooms. I've done acid. But yeah, my dad's got a good saying. He says it's a nice place to visit, but you don't want to live there. You know what I'm saying? Like in that spiritual realm, like it's okay to kind of dabble and get a feel for it, once or twice and see how you feel. But psychedelics, man, where I feel like after I did psychedelics, I couldn't smoke weed anymore. I don't know why. Something stopped in my brain. I couldn't connect weed with psychedelics anymore, and it really screwed it all up for me. And then I started doing other shit. So
yeah, ayahuasca was the first time I really took a look at how full of shit I was. I was on ayahuasca, and it really made me look at like my integrity, and
right.
my word. And it also made me look at my relationship with my mother, and it made me really look at like it can be eye-opening stuff. It really can.
Right.
But
it'll definitely show you your like moral compass, you know what I'm saying? And you can't deny that.
Yes, and sometimes that will wig you out because you might be fucked up like me. And
yeah. Might be in a real tough position after that.
Lily says, does kratom really help with withdrawal? Do you know anything about this, Ryan?
I took kratom. Yeah. It didn't really, man, I had to take so much of it. It can, but you need to be very careful because a lot of the stuff that we're getting here in the States isn't regulated. So I've gotten stuff sometimes where it's been heavier than I had thought. So I've been more like it actually made me jittery. But as far as the effects for like opiate withdrawal, I wouldn't say it does help, I guess, but it's such a slippery slope because you have to take so much of it, and then at a certain point, you can almost become dependent on that too. But I don't know, man. It's feel it out, man. You know, if you, it's herbal, you know. So
Hi, Jordan.
know,
So yeah, kratom. So I know a guy who has kratom, and he's on. His name is Carpo. I just put it in. He has got a channel here on YouTube. He doesn't advertise it. He's a little herbalist hippie dude, and he's really cool. But this is the thing about kratom. Like I don't. Like I'm pretty much with you on that point. For me, when I took kratom, I liked it. It made me feel good. Now there's different strains. Chemistry is different, and what if I like a green and Ryan tries the green that I like, it might not do anything for him. But for me, I had to keep doing more and more.
yeah.
And then it was getting to the point where I was just eating kratom all day, and my guts, my poor gut was just Raphael.
See, and I was taking a lot of red vein, which I've been told is a very high energy kratom. And that's maybe why I was so jittery, you know what I'm saying? So it's just all about finding the balance to it all.
Yeah, and everybody's different. Like I didn't like red veins didn't give me any sort of relief or help at all. Green, I liked green, but some people like whites. Like Ryan, for example, Ryan and I could do the same strain right now. Totally, there's
Yeah.
it's so weird. Kratom's a unique herb, but yeah, it's not regulated. I think Carpo, that's the guy to go to for kratom. He's on YouTube, but for me, I just wanted more and more. I'm an addict, you know. I just wanted more and more and more. And it got to the point where I was just eating gulps and gulps of kratom, and then my guts.
Yeah, and you got to mix it, and you got to put it all together and slam it. Oh man.
I would just take by the spoonful and eat it.
Oh, you're all right. You're hardcore, man.
What do they call it? Toss and wash or whatever.
Toss and wash. Yeah. I used to throw it in one of my little protein blender bottles or whatever, and I'd pour a whole bunch of orange juice in it to like kill the taste a little bit, like the acidity, and then I would just pound it. I mean, that's a good question to ask, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's important to ask these questions.
Some people do great on kratom. You know, some people can take their little dose of kratom in the morning and go on about their day, and you know, and then there's people like me that take more and more and more and more, and then I'm spending all this, and then I'm from. Jordan says, not sure if kratom is here in Ireland. I'm sure it is, but don't think it's popular.
I mean, you can order it. You can order it online, man. There's some good purveyors online, some good distributors, you know. But I'm not advocating, you know. I want to check out that Carpo guy. I've never heard of him.
Oh, he's so cool. I love he's great. He's like a philosopher. He sits there and talks about random shit on his channel. He's a dad. I think he has 2 boys, and then he's got a wife, and they're hippies. They live in Vancouver, Washington, and I'll send you his link later. Kratom is a joke. You need a pure opiate. Well, you know, kratom. A lot of people. No, every damn helpful remedy has been banned here. Australia. I did a rapid.
My brother's got Lyme's disease. My brother is in Northern California in like Sacramento, and he's got Lyme's disease, and he actually uses kratom to help with the pain for that.
Holy shit, that is bad. Lyme disease, bad.
He's a little hippie kid, man, and was jumping trains and kind of living in the woods, and got I think he just got infested by some ticks, and yeah.
It's such a miserable like thing to have, and it takes years to get through it. Years.
Yeah. He's pretty lethargic most days. He doesn't do much.
Oh, poor guy, dude. See, Raphael. Yeah, my friend has been taking it for 4 days now. He just stopped opiates, and I've been telling him about kratom for a year or so. Yeah, try it if you like I liked it and I liked it too much, and then it became an issue for me personally. That doesn't happen to everybody. Just like I abused kratom. Not everybody does. Like some people have a weekends and live a productive life. Just like kratom. Like there's people. I say try
Yeah,
it. Anything we're
I think
trying.
it's just a perspective, really. Like we as addicts, we can just we know the abuse potential of things. We don't have that control in our brain.
Yeah. Jordan said, "Stopping up." Oh shit! Wait, what happened? What happened? I don't know what happened here. Anyway, Jordan was saying he wouldn't take it himself. He's clean and he's working his little recovery program, and that's what's working for him. Oh, I wouldn't take it myself. That's great.
I'm trying to find it.
Anarchist says, I've got tons of pain, medical, necessary, chronic, but doctors don't hold true to their oath of pain man. Well, they're not anymore they're covering their own ass.
Yeah, it's true.
Price. And
after the whole pill mill crisis or everything that went down, man, it's pain management is very, you got to be pretty severe off,
Yeah. My friend who was paralyzed from the legs down, he fell out of an airplane. He was parachuted.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he fell out. The chute opened at like 1,000 feet or something. He crushed his legs.
Oh,
He
man.
passed away recently, actually. I still talk
Wow.
like that. And he had been on morphine for years and years, and they were fucking with him about his pain meds too. It's getting bad.
Man. Yeah, the feds are just, but at the same time, there's a flood of fentanyl that's coming in here and killing everyone. Like, it just doesn't make sense,
So what's your thoughts on this? I'm not a big political person or anything, and I don't care if you're on Trump's side or Democrat, like I don't judge anybody. This is America, and I appreciate everybody's opinion. But what do you think about, he's talking about going in to Venezuela, because Venezuela, I guess, is where a lot of the fentanyl comes in. Have you heard about this?
I didn't know anything about that. No.
Yeah, we're in Venezuela and try to stop them from, like, I guess it's a big.
I mean, a lot of it's coming from China, though, too. A lot of this stuff can actually be ordered online, and people are actually, like, the dealers in our states, are getting it online, like black market. So, like, you're not going to stop it, like going to Venezuela might just be one tactic, but I don't know. I feel like Venezuela is such a different regime as far as how their government works that I don't know. I'm not a big government guy. I don't trust government. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things. It's not. I'm not pro Trump or anti Trump. I'm not this guy, that guy. I just, for the things that I've been through and gone through in my life and what I've seen, it's a seeing is a believing thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you say you're gonna do something, then I'll see it when it actually happens. But I don't know, man. If they go to Venezuela, that'd be interesting.
I hear there's oil in Venezuela.
Ah, see.
How are you feeling? I know it's a lot later in Chicago. How are you feeling right now?
I'm good. I'll probably wrap it up here shortly, but I'm enjoying this.
Okay, good. Me too.
If you want to let somebody else come on here, I don't know if anybody else wants to jump on.
Let's have Fedora up. You want to come up, Fedora?
Roberta, you are a blessing. I love you. I love your message. I love your channel. Keep doing what you got to do, yo. And I'm always here. I'm always here.
Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And anybody that needs help, man, you can do the Discord. You can hit me up. Whatever you got to do.
We can get Benzo Hell up here too.
Yeah, there you go. Benzo was in. He's in the Discord. I saw him earlier.
Yeah,
George,
Benzo, send me your email address. I have to do it manually. Everything's mad. If you knew my friends have to do everything they'll be like, do it manually, because that's what happens. I have to do everything manually.
Get the manual out. Show her how to do it manually.
Fedora says, give me a minute. I probably got another 20 minutes left in me, guys. This is a good job, though.
I know. Hey, we've been talking for close to 2 hours now, Roberta. Not too shabby.
Really? That was easy.
We had some catching up to do, I think.
You gotta come up with we groove really good though.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna get Benzo hell up here. Hang on.
All right, I'm gonna jump off here then. Roberta, I love you. Be well.
Sure?
Yeah, I'll let somebody else come up here.
No, you stay up here too. We got 3
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh.
up here. Yeah, unless you want to go. Will you read the email address to me? It's up on the.
It says MBH.
Okay.
Recovery 5@gmail.com.
This is live, LIVE.
No, 5.
Oh, at
like
Gmail.
just the number.
Okay.
There you go. Manually.
Oh, geez. Okay, I gotta send it. Okay, hang on real quick, Fedora, and then I'll just wait for George. Go ahead and hit the link, George.
This is cool. I didn't know you could do more than 2 people.
Yeah. Okay, I think I have Fedora's email already. Let's see. There we go. She helps me with all my techie stuff. She always tells me how to do it. All right, Fedora, I sent it to you.
Hey, give me a sec. I'm going to go use the baño real quick.
Yep. Eric said of people who have benzo channels. There are, huh? I'm so glad I never got hooked on benzos. Oh my God, what a miserable fucking life. Try to get off those things. Jordan says, sorry, I checked in late. It's 8 a.m. here. I gotta get this day started. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, there's Benzo Hell. George!
Yo, does this mic work?
Yep.
Or should I take this mic off?
I don't know. Try it without it. Hey, you guys, can you hear George?
Sound should be coming out of here now.
I sent you a link already.
George!
Yo, hi, man.
What's up, bud?
Speak to you on Discord, man. Thanks for
Yeah, anytime, dude.
Get off those things.
Oh, good. Hi.
Hello.
It's
like the Brady Bunch, like.
Yeah.
Story.
Great.
Lovely lady.
We look like the intro to the Brady Bunch.
It's echoing. Somebody's echoing.
Okay.
George, you have to mute something.
Hold on, I'm gonna get my headset.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get my headphones.
Hang on, I gotta mute. I gotta kill the sound on your stream.
I sent you a link.
Yeah, it's probably the echo. Is that right?
Okay.
George.
Alright. Yeah, it's good to be here. Recently, going through step 1 again. It's amazing. Taking notes of my daily life. That's it.
You're not alone. I'm on step 1.
Yeah, that's why I went to the Discord. The Discord helped me a lot. I thought abstaining from drugs was the answer, but hiding from heroin isn't the answer. I can stay away from heroin. I don't crave it. But not learning the steps, that's not going to get me anywhere. Because I abstained for it for 2 years, but still, I haven't changed my thought process as an addict. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still have the same thought process of an addict, is what I'm saying.
It takes time. It takes time, though. You gotta give yourself a break at the same time.
Yeah, that's it. That's why I love the support. It's crazy. And that, like we were saying, I think you were there the other day. I'm not sure who was in the Discord, but we were saying about the sincerity. When I first came into recovery and people would be all nice to me and saying, "Oh, come back," blah blah, like my home group. I didn't find it sincere, but it is. Obviously, I've learnt now. But at first, I'm like, who's this person saying come back? As if they care
You're
about
right.
me.
What's
You
the
know what I
catch?
mean?
What's the catch?
Yeah,
You have
like
trust
I
issues.
come from not trusting anyone, like the streets. So like,
Yeah,
when someone says
trust
something nice to me, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'll
Right.
see for myself. Like you said, I have to see it myself. But it's true. I
Yeah.
love it. Thank
Yeah.
you for having me.
Raphael says George over there writing some bars.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Hi,
Hydrate.
Hi.
Good morning. I should have got some water.
My fancy tea.
It's still on the
Yeah,
tea.
come on, George. We had a pact, all right? Water. Water it is, man.
One sec.
This is my latest event
My headset
against
will cut out.
coronavirus.
There you go. What are you drinking?
This one particular one is Saigon Chai.
Straight H2O.
Oh, okay. I had a yerba mate tea earlier.
That's
cool.
refreshing.
No, I ended up buying a lot of tea recently.
I need to switch from coffee to tea, man. I drink way too much coffee, and I feel like I could replace it with tea and get better benefits from it.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, I had to switch to decaf tea lately. Get too jittery.
There are teas with a higher caffeine.
Something
on it.
switched in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can have
Something
teas with a
switched in my brain since I stopped opiates, and I have a little bit of caffeine, and it's like I'm on crack. Like.
Oh yeah. No, you got to be
Jittery,
careful with the
I'm in my own
caffeine.
head. I'm anxious. Like.
Yeah, you got to be,
Just from a coffee. Like.
especially coming off a withdrawal.
I still do drink
Yeah,
coffee.
benzo withdrawal as well. Like, that shit is just death. Like.
The coffee, I don't think I could give up. I mean, maybe it's the case of replacing.
Thanks, Feel Good Man. I can't see the comments.
I like yerba mate.
Live comments. Cheers.
Yeah, probably I was replacing one addiction with another with the coffee. Because I used to have a Coke and speed addiction.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
20
That
years
upper,
off.
that buzz.
Pardon me?
Stimulant.
Say it
Yeah.
again, George.
Oh, so I was just referring to what you were saying about the stimulants of replacing
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
speed with the coffee. Yeah.
See, I work in a high pass or high speed work environment. So like for me, I was always told like the more stimulants you had, the more you could do, the more productivity. You know, obviously because that's what comes with it. Until eventually, I was like, oh, I'm gonna snort a bunch of Adderall and do all this shit. You know. And then I'd have to like take a bunch of fucking Klonopin to go to sleep, and then I'd wake up in pain, and I'd fucking do some heroin, and
That's
You
the
guys
circle. Up, down, up, down. Until
Vicious
you want to get
circle.
out of it like that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You know-
vicious circle.
That hamster
Is
wheel
there an
effect.
echo?
I turned my sound off.
Look at the chat as well.
You hear that?
Okay.
Is it you, Roberta? It's you. It's Roberta.
No, because I did so. It's not me. Watch now. It'll be me.
Let me check again.
It's not me.
Huh. I have my headphones
Well,
in.
Here.
Really? Speed makes you
Hang
pass
on.
out?
Let me
Antichrist?
mute my thing.
Makes you
Okay,
pass
that's-
out?
That's
See,
better.
I might have
Antichrist.
to mute my mic.
Antichrist put a comment in there saying the downers give him energy. They used to give me energy too, until they didn't. Like when I took pills, yeah, but when I started taking like heroin and fentanyl and shit, no, downers did not give me energy. But I remember when I used to take like fucking Oxy or Roxy Blues and stuff like that, 30 milligram Roxys, and those things I would be jittery off of them.
Wow.
Really?
I know
get
some
really-
people who get prescribed in the UK what's the dexamphetamine, little
Give me
tablets
energy.
that have the beads in them, kind of like Adderall. And my friend he has ADHD or something like that, it makes him tired as well. And I had 2 of them once when I was in like crazy active addiction. I had 2 and I was up for 24 hours and he gave them to me. Normally I would pay £1,000 to stay up for that long on cocaine. Like,
No
two of
kidding,
these
right?
little tablets. I was up for 2 days pretty much, and this guy passes out from them. So it's crazy.
Antichrist wants to come up too. What do you think, guys?
Oh. You can have up to, including yourself, you can have up to 6 people.
Fuck it. Let's bring them on here. We're going to have a party.
Right. Here we go. Come on up, Antichrist.
I'm going to bail in 20 minutes just so everybody knows.
That's fine.
Same here.
I sent you a link, Antichrist.
It's 10 to 4 in the morning here in Montreal.
What?
Oh, wow.
Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
I'm coming live from Chicago, Illinois, so it's 3:50 here.
Yeah.
Where do you live, George?
Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
So I muted. I didn't know if it was echoing. 8:49 here, UK.
Yeah, but where in the UK do you live?
Oh, Hampshire, South UK,
Hampshire.
just outside of London.
Okay.
Yeah, not too far from London.
Do you know who Richard Brannon is? Richard Brannon.
Who?
Brannon. I'm like, just because he's from London does.
Is he like a YouTuber?
Yeah, he's a YouTuber. He's actually in your same town.
Oh wow.
I need to visit overseas, man. I need to get out of the States and go on a little voyage overseas, check out London, and man, I want to go to Paris. I want to go to like Paris, France, and Italy, and check out all the cool restaurants and stuff there.
Let's hope there's something left for after all this.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Hopefully the industry is back in full force once all this is done, man. That's such a shame.
It's going to make and break a lot of companies.
What's happening with the coronavirus over there, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't know if I swear.
What do you guys think? Do you think we're like overreacting, or I mean, this is gonna fucking devastate us, man?
Well,
this like
some of the news is hyping it up, but obviously people are dying, so there's something to be concerned about. But of course,
it's not just old people. It's not just old people that are, at least not in Canada anyway. There are young people like under 40 that are dying in Canada.
People are dying. I think our media needs to be shut down for what they do. It's such fucking bullshit. All the lies they.
Yeah, they're irresponsible with it. Everything that they're throwing out, they're irresponsible with what they're saying and telling people. Man, it's not right.
Who's that?
It is
the media.
It should be illegal.
I'm trying to leave this subject until like it's all over, and then I can kind of assess all the facts and gather some information, because I know a lot of my friends in the conspiracy world, they're going way left wing with it, and they're like, no one's dying, this is all fake, and it's just like, man, it's too soon for that. Like,
Trouser Trout asked a good question.
Kind of people who say no planes ever hit the tower. They're holograms, planes.
Yeah, Trouser asked if we know anyone that has been affected. You guys know anybody that's been affected by it, close to you?
Not personally, no. I don't know anybody.
No, I don't really either. The only person that I have some closeness to is my dad. One of his good friends apparently has it and is in the hospital or something like that. But other than that, that's all hearsay to me. I haven't seen the guy. I don't.
But there are people in my Discord server.
Yeah, well, I keep looking at the John Hopkins tally of the deaths, and it's a scary thing. Every time I refresh it, it goes up by 1,000.
There are people in my Discord server, though, who have...
I don't really want to get into it, because Event 201 and all this stuff is very suspicious. It's very suspect, but it's like that South Park episode. It's too soon. You have to wait like 11 years.
There's a lady on the Rewired Addiction Discord. She is a nurse in the front line in New York, and she was talking about everything. She said she went on break for 30 minutes, came back, and 3 of her patients had died just in the 30 minutes.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's definitely real. I just
and she's pushing like 16-hour days too.
So she's at risk, and she's a very high risk.
They can't even go home. Like, they can't even go home to their families.
No, she said she had to sign a contract that said that literally she was like a loaded weapon, and that if she went home, that she would be liable. Like, she could be like thrown in jail for it.
Here in Montreal, near the hospitals for healthcare workers, they booked the government booked hotel rooms for healthcare workers, like the hotels near the hospitals. They booked rooms for them, blocks of hotel rooms for these healthcare workers to go rest.
Yeah. Here
Yeah.
in Chicago, they've got this convention hall called the McCormick Place, and it's like it's huge. It's like just a big warehouse building, more or less, and that's where they do the auto show for Chicago. Well, they just
That's
opened
true.
that up for people to go and stay there, and healthcare workers and people on the front line. And they're actually here in Illinois. I don't know if you guys got it. We got like an emergency notice on our phone, like a thing went out, like my phone went off one day, and it was alerting us that if we wanted to be volunteers to help with all this, we could go join them like as a volunteer. I was like, I don't know if I feel okay volunteering my time for that. I don't know.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
I saw that as well.
Asking for volunteers to man like food banks, to man the food banks, because obviously people can't go to the food banks. So we got the food banks have got to try and deliver.
Right, disperse it. Yeah.
Yeah, they have to deliver it. Basically, I don't think they're delivering door to door, but they might go to a certain area. And I don't know. I don't know how they're doing that. Either way, I'm not signing up to volunteer. I do have a bad immune system, so I have to be extra careful.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever services I may offer will have to be done from my home online. Like even and I live. I mean, even going out for food, okay, scares the hell out of me.
I bet.
Yeah, and I live
Same
in
here. They got the
desert.
lines, the gaps in the lines at the shops now. It's very surreal when you go outside. It's kind of like it hits home when not hits home. You know what I mean? It hits me when I go outside. I'm like, damn, everyone is social distancing. It's kind of weird not seeing streets that are normally flooded with people that are empty now.
This is a big change, man. I think it's going to be very important to see how we all react after all this is done, and see if we stay this way or if it's just going to be some sort of a disconnection. I feel like a lot of people are coming together at this time, but it's also kind of surreal, and it's a lot of people's routines are thrown off. So it's going to be interesting to see how we all come out after this.
I think there are okay, there are people that I find though are not getting like our government here in my province had to put out tougher laws. Now there are police checkpoints, and in Montreal, we're the epicenter of Quebec, if not the epicenter of Canada for this thing. So Montreal has been in a state of emergency. So now we're at a point where cops have the right to stop and ask you where you're going, and they can stop a car if there's more than one person in the car. I mean, except for taxi and Uber, of course, but if there's more than one person in a car, they have the right to check and see, make sure these people all live in your household. Like if you have,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, like you better make sure. And they want you now to stay in your neighborhood as much as possible. If you have to run errands, like don't go across town. Don't go across town.
Yeah, they've opened up the wet markets again. Sorry, just for that comment.
So they're kind of trying to keep you in your own sort of neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, and I live in a food desert, so it's a little challenging to. Yeah, I live in a. Seriously, the nearest supermarket to me nowadays is 2 bus rides away, and since I'm too afraid to take public transit, I pretty much budgeted 2 Uber trips a month to a concentrate, like to the nearest concentration of stores.
Yeah. How are you okay, Fedora?
How is it over there? Is it like, are you running out of supplies? Because over here, you go to the shops and there's
food delivery leaves a lot to be desired. I did an order 2 days ago from the one grocery chain that actually delivers, and my delivery's not coming till the 13th.
Wow.
Okay, so
we have that over here. All the slots are booked up.
I mean, for now, I have enough food. I mean, I'm glad I don't have a family to support. It's just me. I don't have children that I have to worry about. And I'm sure if I had children in the house, I would probably have to brave the elements, so to speak, a little more to keep the kids fed. And there's a friend of mine who's now is wondering how she's going to get her cat food, because she feeds her cat is old, and she can't feed the cat typical brand stuff like Whiskas or whatever.
Right.
So she too is in the same boat as me. That she, it's difficult. Yeah, things are difficult around here, and I'm in an apartment building. I'm in an apartment building. So even like touching the rails and stuff, I check the mailbox once a week now.
Yeah, I'm in an apartment complex too, Fedora. So I feel you on that. But it's funny, since all of this is going on, I haven't I haven't ran into my neighbors or anything like that. I don't know if we time it just perfectly or what.
My next door neighbors had a party a week ago.
Oh,
We had a party
geez.
a week ago. I mean, this was right at that time that they were starting to introduce police action for these gatherings of, I think it's more than a few people or something. I mean, the fines are now stiff, $1,000 to $6,000. Okay.
Yeah.
We had someone down here just recently had a barbecue. I think it was yesterday, and yeah, they got like stopped and fined and stuff, and told to move on.
Oh yeah,
So-
because the whole thing with all of this is the reason why I think everything is slowing down and we're shutting these things down is because we need to stop the spread of it, right? If that's what they're saying this is, we need to just stop the spread of it. We're not trying to say you can't do this. Just wait. Like if you give yourself 30 days to let all this slow down, your life will go back to normal a lot quicker. But if you don't, then we're just going to be on this lockdown for months and months at a time, and then we're really going to be in trouble, and supplies are going to be really bad.
And we
I
need
mean,
to
this is
tell
what people are failing.
fuck off.
Oh, sorry, Roberta.
Oh, I was just gonna say we need to like stop commingling with China so
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I
much.
mean,
Like, our bodies to this, you know, no. They have
I
way
was-
too much power in our lives.
I was talking to somebody who lives in Florida. She lives there all year round. And in the south of Florida, in Broward County, she was annoyed because these spring break kids, let's call them the spring break kids, they were still all congregating to the beaches in Broward County.
Right.
Plumbing.
Hopefully, the Darwin theory will catch up with them, and will, process of elimination.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of these youngsters, they think coronavirus is not real, or they think it's nothing worse than the little case of the flu, the seasonal flu.
Right, but then they're the asymptomatic ones that are getting everybody else sick, you know?
Exactly.
That's
out there.
there will always be. It's just like people say there's no planes that hit the towers. It's like, all right, saying may have been fishy about 9/11, but for certain there was planes that hit the towers. But there's always the minority few that are just idiots.
Yeah, but what if that plane wasn't actually there?
What if it was a hologram and it was like trajectory and like they just say fancy
DG
words,
effects, man, yeah.
Slip some fancy words.
And all the
in there.
people in New York that were staring up at it when it hit, it was a reflection off a hot air balloon or something.
They were looking at a laser pointer.
Yeah, right.
For real.
Oh, wow.
I just saw that comment about it affecting people for the plumbing. Like, I'm in Valium withdrawal right now, and the anxiety is like already up there. And now it's like, alright, so my healthy water supposedly may or may not have COVID in it.
Water now. We're all on water.
Yeah. It's the best substitute. Switch to water. Just give up all drugs.
Well, yeah. It's
Wish it was that easy.
Let's just hope my Purita filter or whatever filters out the COVID before I drink all my water.
Yeah.
We're doing both. I have a
You have to check the packaging, see if it covers COVID.
I have a Brita too, actually, but although mine is like super ancient, it's probably due for a new one, but does the trick. Does the trick. I'm kind of afraid of buying new things right now.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I mean, but it's an appropriate fear. That's the thing, man. Is like we should all be a little fearful at this point, but we shouldn't be exaggerating the fear and letting the hysteria definitely dominate our minds.
No. I mean, in my case, because my immune system is crap.
Right.
Yeah, because my immune system is crap, I have to be extra careful. Like if, like last week, it's a serious. Next door when they had their little soiree.
It's a real serious thing for people like Fedora and the elder. I mean, it's terrifying, you know. And I think when the media put out there that it's just kills old people,
and that's not true.
You know what? And that's irresponsible media. Like it needs to fucking stop. Like I understand we have our, right of freedom of speech and stuff, but there's sort of a, people need to start clobbering the media.
I mean, people, like I said, there are people here in my province who have died under the age of 40.
Oh yeah, Lily, breathing it in. That's what I like. Yeah, fake news.
I moved my internet box yesterday. Now it's like, your internet's gonna be shit downstairs now.
Trouser Trout says fake news.
Are you
fake news, folks?
George?
I don't say it again. I moved my internet box from my room to that room, so now my internet down here kind of cuts out sometimes. I kept thinking it was you, but it wasn't. It was me.
All right, y'all. Well, hey, it's been nice chatting. I think I'm going to jump off here, okay, guys?
It was nice meeting you, Ryan.
Good to see you.
It was nice meeting you, too, and talking, Fedora. Yeah, George. Be good, brother.
Ryan.
Roberta, mwah, stay well, okay?
Send me a message of that guy's name who does the meditation, please, that you were talking about.
I will.
Yeah, cool. Right on, Ryan. Thanks for coming on.
All right, guys, wash your hands. Stay inside.
Yep. I know. Stay the F home.
Yeah, stay the F home, guys.
Yeah.
All right, bye.
Yeah, stay safe, Ryan, man. I'll see you soon.
Now it's the three of
us.
Now we don't.
A little bit easier.
Now we don't look so Brady Bunch-ish.
There's a lot with 4 people though, huh?
Pardon me?
Yeah, so it is a lot with 4 people. Yeah, it's
uh-oh, you cut out.
It's hard. Oh, am I cutting out? My internet is kind of bad.
I can't hear.
Okay. Say something, Roberta. Okay, cool. Okay, now we hear you.
What kind of cigarettes do you smoke, Fedora?
I think it's my internet again. Oh my god.
I don't really want to say publicly online.
I'm gonna sit up there for a minute.
Boundaries are good. So let's see. Lily says, anyone know there's a huge agenda?
Crazy. There's like no one in the streets ever.
Go to the Fullerton Informer YouTube channel. Yeah, I've seen that, Lily. A lot of people. So some of the have what conspiracy? Like I hear. Do you guys?
I believe they're going to push for a global mandatory vaccine, but that's not getting it.
So? I won't do it.
The vaccine here in Canada, they say 18 months soonest.
Yeah, that's what they said here.
Yeah, that's what they said here, 18 months. I know.
There's going to be a lot of private companies right now trying to develop that vaccine and make that money.
Yeah, no, but we were told, we've been told that 18 months would be the soonest we'd have a vaccine. I know that, I forget where, but I know there was an advertisement for a drug trial. I don't know much about that.
Yeah, they're trying to get people here for the drug trial as well. And I'm just thinking, who the hell is going to sign up for that? Like,
we're going to turn into guinea pigs.
Would you do it, Fedora, if it worked, just because of your compromised situation?
Does sign up for that, I suppose.
I'd have to really do more research into that before I sign on to something like that, because I tend to not have trust for pharmaceutical companies that are testing on people.
Yeah.
So I'd have to really do my research, because could I be making some of my health conditions worse even by
right like what are the effects and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think they probably put you through. Sorry, can you hear Roberta?
Yeah, we can hear. Well, she froze.
Oh, my internet's kind of cutting out. Do you guys hear me?
We do now.
Hear me? Okay.
Now I'm gonna back out and then join back. I think that. Do you reckon that'll help?
I'm gonna get going, you guys.
I can't hear Roberta.
I'm gonna get going. I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah, let's all chill another time. You could take it over to your channel. Oh, chicks, put a little message in there for Doris so they can go to your channel.
Okay, hang on. Yeah, I can set something up. Sure. Yeah, give me a few minutes. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, computer is slow. Hang on. No. Sorry, computer is really super slow here. Oh shit. Can you all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I think my internet's going out because I
Okay.
have shitty internet here.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to get you the link to my channel. Hang on. It's just that my computer's a little slow. I have a very
but Doris, what happened to George? Oh, he got kicked out. Let me put him back in here.
Oh,
Hey,
he did?
George. Here,
Yeah,
you're
I was
back.
backstage.
Chuck,
So rock and roll.
Is that the boss? Is that Bruce Springsteen in his jeans, trouser tail?
No, that's the picture from the dirt, isn't it?
From who?
Oh, was you talking about that picture? That picture's from the dirt, isn't it? The dirt album cover.
Trouser Trout. He's going to be very sad in the States. Trump was almost crying during the press. I know it's a really important holiday for people. I keep
Trump didn't say it was fantastic or terrific.
Go subscribe to Doris. Just put a link in the description box. I'll come and chill in another time. I get worn out after a while. It's a lot of energy to be on live. Huh? I can only do it for a couple hours and I'm done. Give her 5 minutes to set up, but go to her channel. Do you guys have each other's channel, George?
Yeah, who?
Fedora chick. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm subbed. I don't really. I've been watching Daily Dose of Internet, literally compilations of that.
Why don't you have a channel anymore,
keeping me distracted.
Hang on, I'm setting things up. Okay, I'm just setting things up.
I'm actually pretty proud. I'm not even anxious. Normally, I'm like overthinking stuff. At least I'm healing, I guess. It's so hard to see signs of recovery and benzo withdrawal because it seems so shit for so long, and then you can't really tell what's good and what's not.
Okay.
Shut up. I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah, I'm just setting things up. Okay, so I have an ancient computer. Okay.
Oh, is Roberta gone?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, I will. Okay, once my stream is up, I will send a StreamYard link in the chat for those who care to join me. Okay.
Eric, yeah. I used to eat benzos all day, every day. Last 4 months, I've started taking the Ashton manual seriously, following the guidelines, and yeah, it's not been good.
No,
anxiety for like the last 4 months.
Okay, it's kind of weird. Oh, Roberta's gone, and we're still here. Oh, okay, George, you're frozen. Oh, okay. Oh my God. Videos. Okay. All right. I guess I am live. All right. Hang on, folks. I'll be right back. This is the Insomniac Hat Chat. Okay. Okay. So, hang on, folks, if anybody's watching. Okay. 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 So, is somebody here? I'm going to start. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. So let's share on Twitter. Go to Twitter. This computer is so slow. It's almost 10 years old, this computer. It's a miracle it's lasted this long. And yeah, hoping to keep it for a while longer. Hang on. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Oh no, my computer froze. Ah. Okay. Alrighty. So patience. They say patience is a virtue. It's not like we have anywhere to go, I guess, right? It's not like we have anywhere to go. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Okay. YouTube. Okay, now to my Discord server. Okay. Okay, so let's see who is joining us now. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Something happened. Okay. Sorry, my computer is acting up. Okay. All right, now we're here. Sorry about that, folks. I was just in one live stream and I am starting my own. I thought anybody who cares to join. I know it's 4:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just checking in with everybody. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? And okay.